Hi, my name is Nimish Sawant and I'm a freelance journalist from Mumbai, India. For the last 2 years, I've been living in Berlin, Germany. In this journey, I would like to take you to 4 places in Berlin which highlight how free the city is and also show you some aspects of the Berlin society. So first, we'll go to the Reichstag, or the seat of the German parliament. Then we will explore the LGBTQ+ culture in Berlin. Then we go to the East Side Gallery to check out the street art scene over there. And finally, we go to the Tempelhofer Feld, which is a huge public open space. So come along. This is the Reichstag Building, or the seat of the German parliament. Now think about how Germany has undergone 2 totalitarian regimes where not only were the human rights completely trampled upon, but democracy was destroyed at its core. Now look at the transparent dome atop this building. Not only can the parliamentarians who are debating inside see the sky above, but you, me and citizens and all the tourists here can also look at the parliamentary proceedings as they happen live. After living through the Nazi regime and the reunification, that's what the Germans wanted, to ensure that the citizens have the right to see their parliamentarians as and when they want and to question them when the time comes. I've even seen the Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz, take on-the-spot questions from citizens. This level of transparency is pretty symbolic and one of the pillars, I feel, for a free society. This is the monument to the murdered homosexuals and queer people during the Nazi regime, located in Tiergarten in Berlin. This is another memorial at Nollendorfplatz, which also happens to be a very popular gay district in Berlin. One aspect of freedom in Berlin is just how visible the LGBTQ+ community is in this city. I've been to many international cities where, apart from a few clubs, cafes and shops that are catered to the LGBTQ+ community, there isn't a lot of citywide representation. But in Berlin, whether it's this community center with workshops catered for women identifying people, or this club which hosts musical nights for queer people from the Middle East and refugees, to this kindergarten where LGBT parents find a community, Berlin, I feel, does not need the crutch of a rainbow flag to make any point. There are many ways of beings to choose from, and Berlin offers the freedom for all identities to simply be. We are now at the East Side Gallery in Berlin, where I would like to talk about the street art culture of the city. From 1961 to 1989, when the Berlin Wall was still standing, spray painting the facade of the Berlin Wall was an act of defiance. The wall eventually came down in 1989, but a 1.3 kilometer long stretch of the wall is still standing. Over 100 artists from over 20 countries in the world have their artworks on the East Side Gallery, and it also happens to be the largest open-air art gallery in the world. So even though this remnant of a wall is still standing, it's now a monument to freedom and a monument to joy and to art. We are now at the Tempelhofer Feld. This is the location of the erstwhile Berlin Tempelhof Airport, and today it's a public space. Now, back when West Berlin was an island surrounded by communist East Germany, this airport served as a dropping off point for daily supplies because all roads that were leading into Berlin were blocked. Over 200,000 planes carried 1.5 million tons of supplies using this airport. In 2008, when the commercial operations of the Berlin Tempelhof Airport shut down, this entire space was reclaimed by the city residents. Your Berliners are free to do a grill party on a sunny day, fly kites, or learn recreational skating, or even do windsurfing on what was once an airport runway. Tempelhofer Feld is the kind of place which sets the inner child inside of you free. The Tempelhofer Feld also represents to me a kind of freedom from commercial and capitalist shackles and the grit of Berliners to fight tooth and nail for open public spaces.